Welcome back. We're going to do another JNCIE-SP study session. So moving right along, my health was kind of getting out of concern. I was gaining a lot of weight. I'm still kind of struggling with the second issue, and that's just dealing with all the turmoil that's going on in this country. It's really starting to weigh on me mentally. But I've been able to keep the lunchtime video going strong pretty much. I just missed a few here and there. I've just missed a few here and there. But the after work video has pretty much come to a close. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that tonight, and the weekend videos. So lots of really good news last week because I maintained consistent lunchtime videos, and I did an after work video and a weekend video. So things are looking good. Not only that, I get some extra time because I planned to take this twice this year. I planned to fail it once in in like 2 weeks. And then I planned to, if I needed to, do a retake in maybe November or something like that. And I'm only planning to take it once, whether I pass or fail now. So I'm planning to do that in November now. So I get a few extra weeks of study, which I think will really help. Okay, so let's go to my YouTube channel for this, and let's see what I have uploaded so far, because I just want to see if I let's see here. So my channel, okay, and then yep, so video 3. So yep, here's video 4, ready to go. So we're working on this example here. Basically, we're just trying to get an LSP to come up on a particular topology that really isn't, in a sense, meant to be used for LSPs. So this lab is about kind of what extra configuration you need to get that to work. But I'm kind of abandoning the lab a little bit. I'm definitely using a different topology, but I'm also kind of having a little bit of a different goal. I'm kind of leaving out all of the traffic engineering stuff and just trying to build an end-to-end LSP and kind of not concerning myself so much with doing that with the correct metrics and all that. I just want it to come up. That's really my end goal. So right now I've got the BGP summaries looking good on each router, so I'll double check that. So we've got a iBGP connection here. We've got a eBGP connection between 1 and 2, and another iBGP connection there. So let's check those connections. So I can check both the iBGP and the eBGP connections if I go on these two routers. So let's do that. Okay, so we've got these up. So let's take a look at the. Yep. So BGP, the iBGP and the eBGP connection are good on there, and the same as here. I do notice there's some things toggled on there, which is interesting, but that's okay. Let's look at the active configuration, or sorry, the active configuration. Okay, so we do have so here's something I'm noticing. We don't have a proper export policy on P1. But we do have one on P2. So yep, we've got this route filter. So if I go on PE1, I won't be able to ping PE2 because it won't be able to get back to PE1. So let's verify that. Yep, and we can see very clearly we've got a kind of an interesting one that looks quite a bit different, and it's the destination net unreachable. Let's specify the source address. Okay, and now we'll probably have a, yep, it's the same thing, destination net unreachable. And that looks a little bit different because we do have a route for it, so it's not destination host unreachable, it's destination net unreachable. So let me just make this very clear. When you do a ping fails, you can have a timeout, you can have a host unreachable, you can have a net unreachable, and on the top of my head I think that's it. So this here, we've got a net unreachable. Now what's a host unreachable? Oh, sorry. No route to host is what I meant. Oh yeah, that's the one that I was missing. So you can have a timeout, you can have a, I think you can have a host unreachable. So let's do a show route. So we've got a, okay, and now let's ping. Oh, so we've only got /30s. Okay, I think I can demonstrate this by doing set interfaces L0.0 family inet address, and then we'll do just like 20.20.20 or .0.1/24 commit and quit. Okay, and then we'll ping. And I think I can demonstrate the kinds of messages you'll get with this. So let's do ping 20.20.0.1. So that's successful, of course. Let's try .2. We've got no route to host, which I guess I was kind of not expecting because I thought we would have a. Oh, I think this has to do with like the ARP information, like, yeah. But anyways, let's just forget about this for now. It's not super important. It will be helpful to know exactly what the ICMP failure messages means. But I think I do have a fairly decent sense of that, even though obviously it's not perfect. But I think more important than kind of perfecting that area of knowledge is configuring that eBGP policy on P1. Okay, and it's going to be .1. Okay, so now we'll be able to successfully ping. Or not? What the heck? Okay. Okay, so all right, so that don't I don't understand why I can't ping end to end. Let's t-shoot here. So we're gonna do show route advertising protocol. Well, let's do a show BGP summary first, and then show route advertising protocol. This is going to be 10.0.5.1. Oops, BGP. Okay, so we're advertising .7. Let's see if we're receiving a route. Oops, so it looks like, yep, we're receiving .1, and this is P2, so it should be the one on the left. Oh wait, no, it's the one on the right. Yep, we're advertising .7, this one. We're receiving .1, perfect. So yeah, that looks good. I don't see any problems with that. Okay, so here we're advertising .1 and we should be receiving .7. Perfect. So now the question is, why can't I ping end to end? Now here's something that's interesting. We're getting a reply from 10.0.7.1. So let's see, let's trace route. I think it's just across the wire. Let's do a show route on that. Okay, so the problem is that the router here, P5, so I know what the problem is. We've got to redistribute that route learned from IGP into the from EBGP into the IGP, so that when it goes across to this router here, it knows what to do. So the problem is going to be on these routers. I was just missing a piece of configuration, so let's add that. Okay, so the piece of configuration I am missing is when it gets exported into the EBGP like this, we also want to export it into the IGP. So let me just try to come up with this off the top of my head. Or let's do a edit policy options, policy statements from BGP to IGP. So we'll do set term 1 BGP. Perfect. So we're good to go. We're going to need that exact same thing on P2, but instead of being applied to OSPF, it's going to be applied to ISAS. Okay, so I think we're pretty much good to go. Oh, we'll still need to export it, so let's do that. Oops, set export. And then from, there we go. Commit and quit. Perfect. So now we should be able to ping end to end. Let's see if that is the case. I have a feeling it is not the case, but we will see. I have a strong feeling it is not the case. But I think I know why it's not. Oh, it is the case. It is the case. Okay, I was going to say there might have to be some sort of policy associated with IBGP. But nope, it can ping. So let's see if the MPLS LSP is now up. It's still down. So but it's gonna recompute in 28 seconds, and I think it'll come up. So let's get a refresh on that, maybe every 5 seconds. One thing we can do is we can force a refresh. So request MPLS LSP. Okay, so that's for the auto bandwidth. Oh, I thought you could do this. So request. I think it is MPLS LSP. I mean, let's just try this one. Okay, so it's going to be recomputation in 23 seconds. So let's see if that bumps up. Nope, it's still decremented. So it looks like it's still having a problem to no route toward there, but we can see we do have a route. Yeah, and we can even ping it. Now we can't ping it here because we're using that physical address for the source address, and that's not going to be known, so we got a timeout. Oh, and you know what? That's probably why it's not working, because it's using that by default. So let's go back into the configuration and do edit protocols, MPLS LSP. Label switch path. Okay, and then we'll do a set. And we're going to do, actually let's do a show pipe display set relative. Perfect. Okay, now we'll do a set from, and hopefully that solves the issue. Now we'll probably need to do that on the other side as well. Let's try it. Oh, actually, no. We only have an LSP on one side. LSPs are unidirectional, so just to play around with them, you only need it on one side. To actually move traffic in any meaningful way, you will need it on both sides. But this is just the lab. Okay, so CSPF failed again. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back, and we'll look into this further. Alright, so I'm back. I'm feeling good. Fortunately, my LSP isn't feeling so good. It's got a SFPF failure, no route toward 255.0.7. So because there's that SFPF failure, that leads me to believe that there's some problem with our configuration of CSPF. So right now I have a special command on this router alone, and that is cross-credibility CSPF. So I wonder if I need that command on more than just this router. I guess before I try that, I'm going to try getting rid of this traffic engineering database statement, just to make it easier, because it's obviously not making things work. So moving it, I don't know if it will break things. And as long as I can still ping end to end, I'll be pretty happy. Okay, we've got the recomputation. Yep, and we still got the problem. Let's see if we can ping. Alright, and we can. Okay, so let's continue on with this. Let's do let's see here, show configuration, pipe display set, pipe no more. Okay, so yep, it looks a lot more simple. We don't need that extra command. Let's get rid of this as well. Alright, I think we're going to take another quick break. I'll be back. Alright, so that's all the time I have for now. Break took a little bit longer than I had expected. I'm kind of getting a bit kind of stumped by this. So I might have to move on from this. So stay tuned for the next video. And thanks for watching.